Stop everything you're doing right now because the Beverly Hills courtroom just exploded into pure heartbreak and humiliation. Dorit Kemsley has brutally rejected Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne's tearful apology as the two disgraced stars broke down crying and begged for mercy on their knees in front of the judge. That's right, babies. After their shocking arrest and leaked mugshots, Kyle and Erika completely fell apart in court, sobbing uncontrollably and pleading, "We're so sorry. Please forgive us." While Dorit stood there like an ice queen and delivered one devastating sentence that left everyone stunned. The tension was electric. Kyle was shaking with tears streaming down her face, saying, "We let jealousy destroy our sisterhood," while Erika's voice cracked as she begged Dorit directly, "We were wrong. We'll do anything." But Dorit showed zero mercy. She looked them both dead in the eyes and rejected their apology in the most savage way possible. And then came the biggest bombshell of the day. The judge just ordered a shocking $15 million fine and damages that has the entire courtroom in chaos. How did these former best friends reach this level of public destruction? Stick around because the full emotional apology, Dorit's brutal rejection, the judge's explosive $15 million ruling, and the next devastating twist that could send Kyle and Erika to prison is about to drop, and trust me, you are not ready for what happens next in that courtroom. To truly understand how Kyle Richards and Erika Jayne ended up crying and begging for mercy in a packed courtroom while Dorit Kemsley brutally rejected their apology, you have to go back to the deeply rotten and toxic foundation of what was once Beverly Hills' most powerful sisterhood. For nearly a decade, Dorit Kemsley, Kyle Richards, and Erika Jayne ruled the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills like queens. They defended each other at every reunion, vacationed together on private jets, partied like there was no tomorrow, and promised the world they were sisters for life. On camera, they hugged, cried, and swore loyalty above everything. But behind the filtered Instagram posts and expensive champagne toasts, jealousy, backstabbing, and resentment had been slowly poisoning their friendship for years. Dorit entered the show as the glamorous British bombshell married to PK, always fighting to prove she truly belonged in the Beverly Hills elite. She survived a terrifying armed home invasion in 2021 that left her emotionally shattered for years. Then came her very public and ugly divorce from PK, filled with leaked text messages, financial humiliation, and accusations of reckless spending. In her darkest moments, she turned to Kyle and Erika, believing they were her real family who would stand by her no matter what. Kyle, who built her entire brand preaching loyalty above everything, repeatedly promised Dorit she would always have her back. Erika, who had survived her own massive financial scandal, bonded with Dorit over shared pain and swore she would never abandon her. But insiders now reveal the cracks were there all along. While Dorit was drowning in trauma after the robbery and desperately begging for emotional support, Kyle was distracted by her own crumbling marriage to Mauricio and slowly began pulling away. Erika started mocking Dorit behind her back, calling her "poor me," attitude exhausting, and her money stories shady. Passive-aggressive comments turned into icy silence. Group chats went dead. Luxury trips became silent war zones. Then the infamous $287,000 revenge shopping spree happened, while Dorit's $6.5 million Encino mansion was on the verge of foreclosure. PK used it as a weapon in court. The tabloids destroyed her reputation. And the two women Dorit trusted most? They completely vanished when she needed them the most. That painful betrayal didn't break Dorit, it awakened a cold, calculated rage. Over the next 2 years, she secretly recorded hundreds of hours of private conversations, exposing Kyle and Erika laughing about her trauma, admitting they leaked her financial documents to the press, and actively plotting to get her fired from the show. The sisterhood didn't just break. It exploded into all-out war. And that war eventually turned violent, leading to the night that put Kyle and Erika in handcuffs and brought them to this humiliating moment in court where they are now crying and begging for mercy. But what no one expected was just how brutally Dorit would reject their apology. Now brace yourself, babies, because today's courtroom hearing turned into the most emotional and humiliating spectacle Beverly Hills has ever seen. The moment Kyle Richards and Erika Jane walked into the courtroom wearing ankle monitors, the air became thick with tension. Kyle's eyes were already red and puffy. Erika tried to look strong, but her hands were visibly shaking. They both stood before the judge and did something no one expected. They broke down and begged for mercy. Kyle went first. With tears streaming down her face, she looked directly toward Dorit's legal team and sobbed, "Dorit, I'm so sorry. We let our fear and anger destroy everything. We were wrong. Please forgive us." Her voice cracked as she continued, "We were supposed to be sisters. I betrayed you and I will never forgive myself." Erika, trying to hold back tears, added in a broken voice, "We let jealousy blind us. We came to your home that night out of pure rage and pain. It was a horrible mistake. We beg you, give us a chance to make this right." The entire courtroom was stunned into silence. For a second, it looked like Kyle and Erika's emotional apology might actually work. But then came Dorit's brutal rejection that left everyone gasping. Dorit's lawyer read her official statement loud and clear. Dorit rejects their apology completely. Words mean nothing after they broke into her home, physically attacked her, and tried to silence her forever. This was not a mistake. This was premeditated violence. When the lawyer finished, Kyle collapsed into tears, sobbing uncontrollably, while Erika looked devastated and desperate. But here's where the first major twist hit like a thunderbolt. Just as the judge was about to respond to their apology, Dorit's legal team dropped new devastating evidence, a fresh set of text messages from the night of the attack. In one message, Erika wrote to Kyle only minutes before they stormed the mansion. "If she doesn't delete the tapes tonight, we make sure she regrets it forever." Kyle's reply was ice cold. "Let's end this." When these messages were read aloud in court, the judge's face changed completely. Kyle started crying even harder, saying that was anger talking. "We didn't mean it," while Erika looked like she wanted the ground to swallow her. The judge did not look impressed. He slammed his gavel and delivered a harsh warning. This court does not take lightly to violence in someone's own home. Then came the bombshell. The judge ordered Kyle and Erika to pay $15 million in damages and fines to Dorit for physical injuries, emotional trauma, medical bills, and loss of privacy. The amount left the entire courtroom in shock. Dorit's team had also submitted medical reports showing Dorit suffered a concussion, deep neck bruises, and ongoing PTSD from the attack. The judge ordered both women to continue wearing ankle monitors, banned them from any contact with Dorit, and scheduled another hearing in 2 weeks. Kyle was heard whispering through tears, "We've lost everything," while Erika sat frozen, staring at the floor in complete disbelief. This emotional apology and brutal rejection has taken the scandal to a whole new level. But babies, even this dramatic courtroom meltdown isn't the end of the story, because what Dorit's lawyers revealed right after the hearing is about to make the $15 million ruling look small. But babies, just when the courtroom thought the drama had reached its peak, a second devastating twist exploded that changed the entire case forever. Right after the judge announced the shocking $15 million ruling, Dorit's legal team dropped even more explosive evidence. Hidden audio from Dorit's body camera that captured Kyle and Erika not only during the attack, but also minutes before they broke into the house, openly discussing how they would make Dorit pay and force her to destroy every copy of the tapes. The new recording was so clear and damning that the judge immediately called for a short recess. When they returned, Kyle was visibly shaking and sobbing louder than before, repeatedly whispering, "I can't believe this is happening," while Erika looked completely defeated. The judge's face hardened as he warned both women that this new evidence could lead to even more serious criminal charges, including aggravated assault and conspiracy. Within minutes of the hearing ending, the internet went completely nuclear. Clips of Kyle and Erika crying and begging for mercy spread like wildfire. Hashtag Dorit rejects apology and hashtag 15 million ruling shot to #1 worldwide on Twitter with over 13 million posts in just hours. TikTok is flooded with side-by-side videos of their emotional courtroom breakdown next to their old loyalty speeches, racking up more than 98 million views overnight. One viral thread with 4.8 million views wrote, Kyle begging for mercy after attacking Dorit in her own home? The audacity is actually insane. Dorit ate them up. TMZ and Daily Mail dropped exclusive footage from outside the courthouse showing Kyle being helped into a car while still crying and Erika storming off angrily. Major sponsors are now panicking and pulling out, with one telling insiders, "This has gone from entertainment to a legal and moral disaster." The rest of the cast is terrified. Garcelle reportedly texted friends saying, "I never thought it would get this bad." Sutton was allegedly in tears, while Lisa Rinna stayed completely silent after her last cryptic post. But hold on tight, because even this level of humiliation isn't the final blow. Insiders close to Dorit say she is preparing to release one more piece of evidence in the next hearing. Something so personal and damaging that it could not only increase the $15 million ruling, but also destroy whatever is left of Kyle and Erika's careers, and possibly take down more people at Bravo. The war is far from over. The internet has completely lost its mind, babies. The moment clips of Kyle and Erika crying and begging for mercy in court went viral, the entire world exploded in shock, anger, and savage debates. Hashtag Dorit rejects apology and hashtag Kyle Erika begging are trending #1 worldwide on Twitter, with over 17.3 million posts in less than 24 hours. TikTok is drowning in reaction videos, slow-motion breakdowns of Kyle's tears, and Dorit's ice-cold rejection moment, already crossing a staggering 126 million views overnight. The comment sections have turned into an all-out battlefield. One viral Twitter thread with 5.9 million views declared, "Dorit rejecting their fake apology was the most satisfying moment ever." After they attacked her in her own home? No mercy. On the other side, furious fans are defending Kyle and Erika. A Reddit post that gained 107,000 upvotes says, "Kyle and Erika were clearly broken and sincere. Dorit is enjoying destroying them. This is going too far." The divide is brutal and deeply personal. Team Dorit is celebrating her strength and demanding the full $15 million payment plus jail time, calling Kyle and Erika violent hypocrites who got exactly what they deserved. Team Kyle and Erika is accusing Dorit of being heartless and vengeful, claiming their emotional apology was real and she should have shown some compassion. Inside the Housewives cast, the panic is at breaking point. Garcelle Beauvais reportedly sent messages saying this is heartbreaking to watch. No one wins in this kind of destruction. Sutton Strake was allegedly seen crying while watching the hearing footage. Lisa Rinna deleted her Instagram stories after posting and removing a single word, devastating. Even Teddy Mellencamp liked several posts supporting Dorit's decision to reject the apology. But the real earthquake is happening behind closed doors at Bravo. Executives are in absolute crisis mode, holding emergency meetings around the clock. Multiple major sponsors have already pulled their advertising, calling the situation toxic, criminal, and damaging to the brand. One high-level anonymous executive told insiders, "This has gone from juicy drama to a complete public relations catastrophe." The $15 million ruling and public begging have made the entire franchise look dangerous. Andy Cohen remains completely silent. Insiders say he is furious and deeply worried that this scandal could end Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for good. Yet, even with all this chaos and heartbreak, the biggest bombshell is still coming in the next hearing. But even with the emotional apologies, the brutal rejection, and the massive $15 million ruling, the real nightmare is still far from over. According to a shocking leak from inside the courthouse that just surfaced, Dorit's legal team is preparing to submit one final piece of devastating evidence in the next hearing. A secret recording from just one day before the attack where Kyle and Erika are heard discussing not only the home invasion, but also how they would use the incident to permanently destroy Dorit's reputation and force her off the show. In the chilling audio, Erika can be heard saying, "If we scare her enough tonight, she'll delete everything and never speak again." Kyle replies, "Whatever it takes." When this tape is played in court, it could turn the $15 million civil case into a full criminal conspiracy charge with serious prison time. Insiders say Kyle completely broke down again after hearing about this new evidence, while Erika is reportedly furious and blaming everyone around her. Dorit's team has made it crystal clear they are not backing down. Dorit herself issued a strong statement saying, "Their tears and apologies mean nothing. They came to destroy me. Now they will face the full consequences." The judge has already scheduled an urgent follow-up hearing in just 10 days. Sources claim he is taking the new evidence very seriously and may increase the financial penalty even further. Bravo executives are now in total panic, with rumors swirling that the network is considering canceling the entire Beverly Hills season to distance themselves from the scandal. The stakes have never been higher. Kyle and Erika's careers are hanging by a thread. Their reputations are in ruins, and their freedom is at real risk. This story is spiraling faster than anyone can control. Will the new tape be accepted as evidence? Will the $15 million ruling increase dramatically? Will Kyle and Erika actually see jail time? Or will a last-minute miracle save them? The courtroom war is reaching its most dangerous point yet. The next hearing will decide everything. Stay locked in because part 2 is going to be even darker, more emotional, and more explosive than anything we've witnessed so far. Oh my god. Can you even process what just happened in that courtroom? Dorit brutally rejected Kyle and Erika's tearful apology while they cried and begged for mercy on their knees. The judge ordered a shocking $15 million fine, and the entire Beverly Hills sisterhood has been destroyed in the most public and humiliating way possible. This is reality TV history at its darkest. Now I need to hear from you right now. Drop your hottest and most savage take in the comments below. I read every single one. Do you think Dorit was right to brutally reject their apology? Or should she have shown some mercy after Kyle and Erika's emotional breakdown? Was the $15 million ruling fair or too harsh? Should Kyle and Erika face actual jail time for the violent attack? And most importantly, if more evidence drops in the next hearing, should Bravo cancel the entire Real Housewives of Beverly Hills franchise forever? Type Team Dorit if you support her strong stance and want full justice. Type Team Kyle and Erika if you feel their apology was sincere and they've suffered enough. Be honest. Be brutal. The more controversial your comments, the faster this video spreads. If this courtroom drama shocked you, smash that like button right now. Smash it even harder if you want to see the full $15 million paid and real consequences for Kyle and Erika. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. This was only part 1. In part 2, I'm exposing what happens in the next hearing, whether the new secret tape gets played, if the $15 million ruling increases, and Dorit's next powerful move that could end everything. The apologies have been rejected. The money has been ordered. The tears were real. And the next 10 days will decide who survives this war and who gets completely destroyed. Turn on your notifications and stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. What's your verdict? Comment right now.